Hey everyone, this is Paris. So I'm doing a self-improvement and self-discipline fast. It's going to be for 14 days. I want you all to do this assignment though. You know, we can turn it in at the end of the 14 days, but during this fast, I want you to be able to discover these things about you. I want you to be able to write a list, just write a list of the things that people have called you. Like, out of all the years of living, like, say for instance, if you're 15, maybe 20, out of all of those 20 years or 15 years, you take those years and try to gather up all of the names that people have called you that were against you, that you thought were mean, that you thought were against you, that you thought was not you. And to make a list of those names, and I also want you to make another list of the things that God says about you, because God says a lot about you too. So, like he says that we are loved and we are worthy. He says that we are made new and full of the Spirit. He also says that we are transforming. And he also states that we are represented as God's children and witnesses. So God says a lot of things about us. He says more than that, but that's what I have right now in my notes, along with a lot of scriptures. But if you can be able to make a list of the things that God says about you and the things that other people have called you throughout the years, and I want you to focus on the things God has said about you. It's okay to look at the things that others have said about you, but I want you to look at the list of what God has said about you. And I want you to start walking in what God has spoken over your life. And as you walk in what God has spoken over your life, you're taking away the things that other people have spoken over your life. You're leaving it behind. So by the end of the 14 days, you'll know your worth. You'll know that you're worthy. You'll know that you're living, you're in your process. You'll know that you have a chance to be bold. You have an opportunity to be spontaneous. You have an opportunity to have integrity. You have an opportunity to walk in your purpose. You have an opportunity to live by faith and not by sight. You have an opportunity to walk out in your calling, and you don't have to live in bondage. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in captivity. You have to live by faith and by love. You know, God gave us three things in life, and that's a sound mind, a heart for love, and a power. And we have to use those things in each season. We have to use those things differently in each season that we're faced. But we're going to do those things, and by the end of the 14 days, we should be able to master the temptations by then. Because we're doing this self-discipline and self-improvement because we want to be a beast at the end of the 14 days and how to have a different perspective of how to overcome those temptations. We're not going to run from temptations, but we're going to resist those temptations. Have a good one.